Alright, another personality quiz. This time, right brain versus left brain. I actually have no freaking clue if this is a real thing or not. But, let's take the quiz. Even though I don't... I actually have to look into that and see if left brain, right brain is a real thing or not. How do you make important decisions? I go with my gut and above everything else. It's important to trust yourself. I base decisions on cold, hard facts. I tend to use my intuition. Yeah, that's actually it. You have an option to take a statistics or photography class. Which do you pick? Statistics. Probably statistics. Both of them sound fucking stupid. I mean, well, probably statistics, just because it has, I don't know. You have a bunch of work projects that need to be doing. How do you take care of them? Methodically. Why can't I say that word right now? Methodically. There it goes. I organize them by importance and finish them one by one. Organize them by importance by jump project when I'm bored. Sporadically, I jump around a lot, but make sure they get done eventually. Prioritize them by interesting they are. I mean, realistically, I organize them by how fast the one they take. How do you deal with the messy workspace? I absolutely hate it and organize everything as soon as possible. It's definitely not ideal. I can organize it when I have time. I leave it cluttered. It's my creative mess. That's gonna get you killed. I don't mind clutter, but I try rearranging it so it's easier to find stuff. Yeah, that's it. Do you struggle with consistency? Tight schedule. I don't have a schedule, so no! Yes. Who needs consistency? Routine is boring. A child will... How well do you follow rules? I mean... One time I blew up the toilet with a firecracker. I think that's the only time I really broke the rules when I was a child. I definitely question a lot of rules. Occasionally, that's why. I always ask why. You give me a reason to do. If you give me a good reason to follow a rule, I would follow it. If not, I'll argue why it's a stupid rule. You're getting a haircut. What's the easiest way to tell the barber what hairstyle to do? Most important details. I create a collage of... No. Find an approximate photo and offer a few details as well. I cut my own hair with clippers. I mean, I don't use a ton of detail, but... When I'm bored, I can... What does your closet look like right now? What's a closet? Birthday is coming up. How do you plan it? Plan it? I don't plan it. Play it by ear. I normally just sleep through it. Have a story tell. What's your storytelling style? Every detail, I give a summary, but add a few of the most interesting details. I give a pretty detailed account, but I don't ramble for too long. I get straight to the point. When you meet someone new, what do you remember best? Names, sometimes. Names, but important facial features also stand out. I remember their names and important details but don't recall their really Call faces. Yeah. You know, sometimes I hate these tests because I will forget about what they are. Okay, so I'm right-brained. Based on your answers, display more qualities of right brain person, left brain. That means you tend to be more artistic, intuitive, and creative. How can I say that the first time without freaking even thinking about it? And I couldn't say methodically. I'm pretty sure I still butchered it. Use logic and reason from time to time. You can learn by memorization, but you probably prefer visual learning. And I'd rather do it myself and figure out without someone teaching me. Random quiz time! You got which tragic Greek figure am I? Yes! How am I going to die? Which god am I going to piss off? Which is the greatest virtue? Justice, loyalty, honor, or beauty? Beauty does not matter. And I would argue that's not a virtue. If you're honor, you have justice and loyalty, so fuck you. What is your fatal flaw? Insecurity, pride, anger, or self-sacrifice? Yeah, that's fucked me over way too much. Which are you? King. People get me for guidance. I take risks for myself. I just do my own thing. What romance trope makes you feel totally seen? What the fuck does that even mean? Forbidden romance. Unrequited love. Friends to lovers. I don't need any stinking love. What's love got to do with it? Why'd you get in trouble in elementary school? Did I get in trouble in elementary school? Not playing well with others. That's probably the only reason I would. Twitter, Spotify, Etsy, or Google Maps. I guess Google Maps. Are you introvert or an extrovert? Introvert. Which of these feels like home? A grand mansion? No. Rustic cabin in Rocky Island? Anywhere with wide blue sky and sunshine. Choose your weapon. A spear, a sword, a bow, or... You know... Like... 3 people just came into my head when I saw that. Spear. Easy and the most effective hunting tool ever created. What will be the cause of your death? An accident during a crazy dare? Probably. Touching an electrical wire because I was curious? No. Standing up for my loved ones? It's either A or C. Probably that's probably going to do it. You just gotten back home after getting made fun of at school. What do you do? I don't do that. I don't blame myself. Most of them I just don't fucking care. If you piss me off enough to where I actually have to care, yeah, you're gonna get got. Pick a musical. Phantom of the Opera. Don't know what Hadestown is. Hamilton, or I don't know what Dear Evan Hansen is. So Hamilton or Phantom of the Opera. Oh yeah, we're doing Greek something. Pick a devastating song lyric. Die knowing your life was my life's best part. a little much for everyone. I'm shining like a firework over your sad, empty town. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. Which person means the most to you? Sibling, lover, yourself, your parent. Dude, that's actually a hard one. I'd say none of these, but if I had one, I guess it would be that. My power's turned on, starting right now, I'll be strong. A cute... I am going to die because somebody shot an arrow in the smallest weak spot that's behind my ankle that for some godforsaken reason I didn't think maybe I should put a metal plate there. Your charming main character of your life is intense, strength, back it up, warrior wants for days, yada yada yada. God. Well, let's make another quiz. You got the Am I Good at Flirting quiz. Might as well take it. Because I'm going to get shot in the back of the ankle with an arrow and die. Pick an opening line. Are you a camera? Because I see you can't help but smile. Oh, because I see you and I can't help but smile. Is it just me, or did the room look a little brighter when you walked in? Have we met? Well, we should fix that. That's... Ooh. Actually, those bottom two. I actually do like. How much eye contact do you use when you flirt? Lots of eye contact. I don't have eye contact. Don't use that much. Yeah, probably. And when someone else catches my attention and I have to talk to them for a second, then it's going right back to eye contact. What's your go-to style of flirting? Make sure to drop lots of flattering, sweet compliments. I tend to use humor and quick wit to draw them in, yeah. Honestly, just focus on That's the thing, whenever you're flirting, you do have to do quick wit, because you cannot flirt the same way with two girls and be successful. You start up a conversation and then jump off of what they say. Choose your favorite physical way of flirting. I don't do physical way. Don't wink. Shifting seat face and give them all my attention. Actually, I guess that would be counted. How good the other person do you like to be when you... What? How close to the other person? Yeah, I guess close enough to touch them. What the fuck was that answer? Do you usually make the first move when you flirt? There's that stupid word again, but it's the closest thing. Do you like having a wingman? Fuck that. Never. A wingman would just slow me down. Sometimes it helps. I don't mind it, but I don't need one. Nope. I can handle myself on my own, thanks. How do you usually feel when someone attractive is nearby? Someone attracted me? I feel... that's funny. I might get a little nervous, but I think I keep together pretty well. I feel like they're competition. And there can only be one winner. Definitely on my radar, but I keep it casual. Yeah, because at halftime I don't even bother. I'm like, oh, she's attractive. Alright, what was I doing again? Alright, be honest, no judgment. Have you ever lied about your interests? Nah. Dude. I want to redo this. And pick all the narcissistic questions. And see what the fuck it says. Alright. And no, I don't lie. Lying's a pain in the ass because then you have to remember the lie and then remember everything about that you said behind that and make sure that no one can go back on the lie. It's just easier to tell the truth. Why do you... Yeah, I don't lie because I'm lazy. Why do you usually flirt with? Who do you usually flirt? Yeah, I barely ever flirt with strangers. And most time, me flirting is I'm not even sure realize I'm doing it. It's just the way I talk. I show them one of my special skills. Oh, choose a way to impress someone you're flirting with. Like tying a knot. I can actually do that. It's not that hard. Bring up a tiny detail that they mentioned earlier to show them I'm paying attention. I do something small and polite. Yeah. Do I give gifts to the other person to win them over? No. That's not the reason. But I'll go with it. I don't give gifts to pick people up because that just starts a materialistic relationship, and that's a pain in the dick. You're decent at flirting. Alright. You're alright flirting, but not great. Yeah, fuck you. Alright, I did say I was gonna do this. Retake it. Pick an opening line. Are you a camera? Is it just me, or did the room get brighter when have we met? No, we should fix that. Is this seat taken? Do you want it to be? That sounds narcissistic. How much eye contact do you use when you're flirting? I don't love eye contact. I don't use it much. I prefer flirt in other ways. Flirt basically turns into a staring contest. I make plenty of eye contact, but I use lots of eye enough but mystery. That sounds narcissistic. What's your go-to style of flirting? I do pretty much anything to get their attention to keep it however I can. I tend to use humor. I make sure to drop flattering comments. Honestly, just focus on holding conversation. Choose your favorite physical way of flirting. Swab, accidentally, shifting the seat, biting my lips seductively. Close to the other person. Yeah, that sounds narcissistic. Do you usually, well, competitive, I guess, but not. Do you usually make the first move when you're flirting with someone? Yes, it's me. Lets me set the tone, or from there. Yes, but sometimes I start flirting without you realizing it. Not really. Other people usually start flirting with me. That's narcissistic. Alright, do you like having a wingman? Sometimes never. A wingman would just slow me down. How do you usually feel when someone's attractive is nearby? Someone attractive, you meet, there it is. Be honest and no judgment. Have you ever lied about your interests? Where is it? I don't need to lie. I have the perfect taste in all the best things. Why do you usually flirt with? I tend to flirt with total strangers. I'll flirt with just about anyone who seems interesting. My date. Interesting, I guess. Choose a way to impress somebody. Recite, classic, no. Bring up a tiny detail. Show them one of my special skills. Do something small and polite. Alright, and do you like to give gifts? Not really. I feel weird, someone, like, if they don't like it. Sure, but I got something, if I go for something unexpected, like a cool rock, I'm out. Okay, I wish I saw that answer the first time. Single flower. It depends. I might give them something that reminds me of them, but I make sure it's super casual. Alright, I tried picking the most narcissistic ones. Does it say anything about being a narcissist? You're flirting for... Son of a bitch. Maybe I should become a narcissist. Well, thumbs up if you like the episode. Thumbs down. I mean, like the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe to see more. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Don't be a narcissist.